Another frequently asked question here at the law firm involves a mild traumatic brain injury. Some clients want to know if they've been involved in an accident. Let's say it's an automobile accident or a fall. They hit their head, but they don't remember whether they were unconscious or not. But they're discovering certain things that are going on in their life, or more importantly, their significant others start to realize that things are going on. They're more forgetful than they used to be. They're having more headaches than they used to have. They're having other signs and symptoms that could be consistent with a mild traumatic brain injury. When you're involved in an accident, in addition to your body getting knocked forward and backwards, let's say in a car accident, or if you fell, in addition to your body smashing on the ground, your brain that sits within your skull also moves. If there is a significant enough trauma to your body, and sometimes it doesn't even require you to have an impact with your head and an object. Sometimes just the simple traumatic and forceful movement of your body can result in bruising of the brain. It can result in your brain getting knocked from one side of your skull to the other. There are significant injuries that happen when a broadside auto accident happens and the person hits the side window because their brain is getting knocked sideways and getting knocked the other way. We'll start seeing symptoms in children that have been involved in accidents with mild traumatic brain injury where their grades start going down. They start having behavioral problems that they didn't have. And obviously, a lot of these things need to be documented. There are specific tests that can be done. There are certain doctors that can do the tests that need to be done to determine whether somebody has simply a mild case of concussion or whether they could potentially have long-term permanent problems as a result of an accident. It's the lawyer's job to make sure that before your case is settled, that the medical providers that are handling your case take into consideration all of the things that are going on in your life. And sometimes, if the lawyer reminds the patient or the client and asks the client, tell me what's going on, and then sometimes the doctors don't ask that question. If the lawyer realizes what's going on and the lawyer has experience in handling mild traumatic brain injury cases, they can tell the patient, they can tell the client, this is important, you need to go back to your doctor. What you just told me, you need to tell your doctor. I've handled cases involving mild traumatic brain injury. These are not the cases where somebody is a quadriplegic or they're a vegetable. Those are significant brain injury cases. Nobody needs to question, or nobody can question, the significance of an injury when somebody's a quadriplegic or somebody's basically brain dead in a hospital. These are the types of cases, though, the smaller level, the lower level, mild traumatic brain injury cases where somebody will be left with a residual impairment for the rest of their life. Even though it's a small impairment, it's still an impairment. You need a lawyer to fight for your rights because those claims are worth a lot more than a lot of lawyers realize, and insurance companies need to pay more money on claims if the lawyer can document and if the lawyer knows what he's looking for to document for the insurance company signs and symptoms of a mild traumatic brain injury.